Welcome Amazing HQ to the Fung household. This is a day in the life of my life, Jeremiah Fung. Yeah, I've always had like some doubts in my head just because I never really seen Asian athletes like that really look like me play football. And when I started hearing about more and more playing, Cameron Bynum, Kyle Hamilton, Taylor Rapp, all those safeties, it kind of boosted my, I guess, like confidence a little bit, just knowing that like there's Asian guys in the league doing it.
I think Jeremiah Fung blazes his own trail, and a lot of people are going to follow that trail because of it.
The number 10 comes from me being number 10 at Paly. I want them to see the work, how hard it is to be successful, especially being Asian.
For the most part, 50-50 balls are going to be mine. Not really 50-50, more like 75-25 or something like that. Once I entered like freshman year, I was like, yeah, I want to play college football. Navy stopped by during that like kind of springtime recruiting season. Called me, I think, 2 weeks later. And he's like, yeah, you got to offer to the academy. This is the Bible verse, Jeremiah 29:11. He has a plan set for me. Probably the best one in here is Devontae's. That's his Packers one. Jeremy Lin in the mural over there. Yeah. Drip is a lot, kind of part of my identity, I guess. My friends always mess with it, say like drip over skill.
Got a rep.
All right, now we're ready. We're getting the day started. Getting everything. This is my dog Breaker. Getting everything ready for the school day. This week is homecoming week. Today is the homecoming game. We were playing Wilcox High School, and I'm really excited because it's my last homecoming game, and hopefully I can make a good impression and get a W. Wake up 6:30. Fill up your, big cup of water, write my goals down, get my stretches in, come out here, eat breakfast, make my lunch, and then pretty much go to school. So my goal is 1,010 receiving yards, 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
1,010, oh, because your number?
I'm my number 10, yeah. And then 5 interceptions and 70 total tackles. So yeah, those are my goals that I write down every morning.
Yeah.
This is the morning ritual. We make my 2 PB&Js for the day, and then we get some burgers that we're gonna also bring for lunch. Just get a good solid lunch in. But yeah, and then I get my lunch ready. I got my game day stuff laid out. Got my water. Always have my water. That's the key. That's the key for me, is always have my water. As you can see, that's the end of breakfast. We already kind of ate, but yeah. And then this week's Spirit Week for us is homecoming. So I got my senior camo on. The Fung family legacy has always been at Paly. My dad's been there for like 25 plus years. My mom and my dad both went to high school there. Now I'm at high school. I'm about to graduate. Justin's there. Jordan's gonna be there in a couple years. So it's crazy to me seeing that I'm creating my own path at Paly, and hopefully leaving an imprint at my school, and a positive one at that, especially through the athletic program and also the academic program.
Awesome.
Jeremiah's been on the field since day one, literally, and he definitely has been part of the Viking family since he's gone through. Justin and Jeremiah both were at the state game. I don't know if they even remember it. But it's definitely for him. I think for me as a dad and coach, very, very proud of both of them, and continuing, the Viking tradition of football. I played there, so I think it's important, that Jeremiah continues to love the sport. But I think the number 10 comes from me being number 10 at Paly.
Wow. What position did you play?
I played DB and slot.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's really hardworking, determined, and we don't have to be like, do this. He's really self-driven. It's something that I'm really proud of for him. I've got my good luck charms on. This is my game day outfit. I'm a nurse, so I go in and all my patients know it's game day when I have these necklaces on, and it's fun. It's really Jason being at the high school for over 25 years, and me being a nurse locally in Palo Alto. It's a lot of community involvement. Yeah, that was the first. So it's Justin releasing it, Jeremiah catching it, and then them celebrating after the touchdown.
I thought the ball was coming outside, you know, because I got an outside release, got him, and then the ball ended up inside. I'm like, all right, gotta go get it, gotta go make a play. You know, can't make Juice look bad. You know, gotta go get the ball.
Yeah.
So I went and got it. You know, I'm like, all right, just like he had my left side like kind of pinned against my own body, so I just went up. I'm like, all right, make a play. Grabbed it, and I'm like, oh shoot, I caught it, and I stood over him. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro, but I gotta do it to you because that was like the toughest catch I've ever had in my whole entire life. And then the beginning of the week, Gabe, our film guy, he's like, oh Jeremiah, like we gotta get the camera sign in. Like it's like one of the like I've been seeing it and I have like the setup for it now. I'm like, all right, bet, like let's do it. And I totally forgot about it when I caught the ball. I'm like celebrating with my teammates and I just hear like Jeremiah and it's Gabe's voice and I turn around and I'm like, all right, bet, and I went and signed the camera and it was a pretty cool experience.
Yeah. Is that your best play of your career, you think?
Oh, by far. She gives us like either an interesting fact or a quote or like positive words and we read them and they kind of like help us start our day off too. It's not the will to win that matters, it's the will to prepare to win that matters. And Paul Bear Bryant said that. But I like that one. She's had that one up for there the whole week. You are bursting with knowledge and skill. Now go shine like a star. And then obviously this one for today because it's game day. And then we're the Vikings, so game day. Let's go Vikes. Yeah. So my mom does that kind of every morning and gets us mentally prepared for the day. I guess just all the positive outlooks. Since he was the coach, that's kind of like my every Friday night is like after school. When I was really young, I used to come home. My mom's like, all right, if you want to go to the game, gotta take a nap. I'm like, all right. Took my nap, got up, hyped for the game, had my green and white on, either on the sideline being the water boy or in the stands running around either with Justin or with my friends. And always just like loved watching Paly play, especially with the athletes that we've kind of had come through. The most notable one is Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams, Keyshawn Johnson. Me personally, our coach currently right now, he played with Devontae, Christoph Bono. Jim Harbaugh went there. The Schultz brothers went here. Keller Chris. This one, not a lot of people know about, but I think he's a legend because he's also helped me. Fred Coloto. I think he's a pretty up there because he played in the NFL too. But yeah, Jeremy Lin, obviously. Yeah. Jeremy Lin's probably the biggest one for me because he's an Asian American athlete. But yeah, I would say those are the main big legends that kind of come to my brain. Usually I wear my football jersey to school, but today is our senior day, so I'll be wearing that jersey. So got the drip right for this week. We're doing our team theme for this week is blackout, so we're all wearing black accessories.
Yeah, I saw last game you were wearing freaking like 100 different bands.
Oh yeah. I was wearing the armbands last week. I wanted to pull out something new because I normally don't do that. So I brought some new version of drip out, I guess. Actually, the image that inspired me to do that was Cam from Bicky Lannon's pick, because I saw in his pick that he was doing that. I'm like, oh, that would be tough. I should do that. So I did that. That was my inspiration for drip last week. Sometimes I'll look at other players and see what they're wearing, or just kind of come up with something on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, drip is a lot. That's kind of like how kind of part of my identity, I guess, is like my friends always mess with say like drip over skill. But I feel like looking good, it means you play good. And when you play good, they pay good. Coach Prime. But yeah, so I think a big part of my football identity though is how I look on the field, and always trying to look the best, I guess. You know, we got the bag ready for school. School bags right there, and then my other bags right there. Asian American like pieces to our team.
Yeah.
Joe's our like defensive stud. He plays middle backer and really holds it down for us on the defensive side, and then he also plays like running back, fullback. And then obviously Justin's a quarterback, and then I play receiver and free safety. So that's kind of our trio going. And we're all J's too, which is even better.
Wow. Oh, he was number 10 too. Huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so Kevin DM'd me last night, and then Keyshawn Johnson, you know, posted his catch on it. So what I like is the guys that have gone to Paly to kind of still recognize what the kids are still doing, where they were once at, and trying to get to college and play collegiate football. You know, some had the talent to go to the NFL, and so I want them to see the work that, you know, not necessarily just because they're my kids, but they're just kids of Palo Alto High School playing football, and seeing how hard it is to be successful, especially, you know, as we talk about the community of Paly, but also being Asian, and being dominant, you know, in what they're doing right now. Not just, they're just playing football, but being at their game and top level of the sport. Even if I can remember, you know, the years I was there, the guys that played, I had a real good buddy, a good uncle to Jeremiah, who comes to all the games. You know, he's on the sideline filming. He was the only other real Asian player that kind of, you know, was part of the group, right? So there was 2 or 3 Asian kids that played at the time, but nobody took it to the next level. Nobody really said, hey, I want to play football in college, you know. So, you know, I think we have to cherish the moments of what Jeremiah's doing, what Justin's doing, you know, Joe Kessler. You know, these guys have really put Paly on the map, you know, after the big, you know, we always say after the state team, you know, they put us on the map for public school sports, and now they're just continuing the tradition of where Paly should be as a public school. You know, Paly's probably in the state of California ranked amongst the top 10, if not top 5 of public school like wins in all across the board in sports.
Debo Samuel, that was his Instagram was 19 problems, and I thought it was cool, so I made it 10 problems, and it's kind of just stuck ever since I think sophomore year when I changed my Instagram user. I don't know what it was before, but I changed it to 10 problems, and like all the seniors thought it was like a kind of cool name, and it was kind of funny to them, so they would walk around and go, hey, 10 problem, 10 problem, 10 problem. I'm like, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? Ain't much to the room. Yeah, I got the posters from some of the schools. That's Cal, Stanford, San Diego State, SC. That top one was the dude on the left of Kevin Hogan. Went to Paly. His name is Kevin Anderson. He's also a pretty good football player. That's his jersey right there. The McCaffrey jersey. And obviously, probably the best one in here is Devontae's. That's his Packers one. I need to get a Jets one now, and get the green and white going back in here. But yeah, this is my hat collection. But yeah, this is the Bible verse, Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have for you, and it keeps going after that. But that's kind of like just the part that I know, and that just kind of showed me like throughout my life I've had a lot of struggles with certain aspects and everything, and I just know that God has me, and that He has a plan set for me, and hopefully it can keep carrying on or whatever His plan is for me. But yeah, my mom was reading the Bible, I think, and she saw it, and she's like, yeah, that's my kid's name.
Should we go to school?
Oh yeah. Got a rep. Alright, now we're ready. We're headed to my dad's office. It's kind of like low-key kind of a meeting point for me and my friends, occasionally Justin's friends, and then my dad has his lunch club every Friday for all the East Palo Alto kids so they can get a good meal in before game. But yeah, so it's just the PE office, and then my dad's coworkers are in there as well. It's an experience. Coach Luck is a very down-to-earth, humble person. So it's really awesome getting coached by him, especially helping Justin out a lot. And the thing is, he doesn't like try to coach us on anything crazy. He just really just worries about the fundamentals, like stick to your route, make it look like a go every time until you break it off. And Justin, just get your reads in, don't force anything. But yeah, he's super cool. Love talking to him. Awesome guy, always positive and outgoing. My first period class is photo, but that's only on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and then Wednesdays and Fridays I got fifth period as the first period of the day, and then that's living skills. I got living skills in the school, and that's where we're going to be going soon.
Gentlemen, we're talking about, he was the defensive coordinator. You know, Dave and I were just the JV coaches back then. We were nobody.
Didn't lose a game
We're
for a
still
couple
nobody.
years.
Still nobody.
But yeah, Coach Hollis was on that state staff team, which is the pictures up there. If you want to take a look at that.
This is our weight room. This is where we get our work in every morning. 7:30, you know, we're grinding, and then film room, study, you know, get all the plays right, watch the other opponent. This is our D coordinator right here, Coach Tonga. What's up, Coach T?
What's going on? Good morning. Ready? I'm ready.
Ooh. I like marine bio. I'm taking marine bio right now. I like my teacher too, Miss Dang. She's fire. But yeah, marine bio is probably my favorite subject right now. So science. I like hiking when I can or walking, and then on occasion in the summer I'll go like ride around Stanford or something on my bike. But it just depends. Yeah. My class is right here.
Okay.
And who was the oldest person to ever live? Like, what was their age? I think their age was 150 years old. 150?
No, I had school, I had my classes. Ate lunch. I had one more class, came to the rally. The rally was actually, it was pretty good. All of the floats looked great. Everybody brought their spirit. And then now, just relaxing, eating my food before the game. Soon I'm probably just gonna go and change and get ready and go get tapes, but yeah. Normally I have my music going. I listen to Gunna. Sometimes I'll listen to, actually I'm gonna put my phone. Sometimes I'll actually listen to like Bryson Tiller and like Jenny Aiko and like just like kind of just like zone out and just like relax to calm or like listen to like calm music, I guess. Lil Baby, Anna Lee, Travis Scott, just a bunch of guys. A lot of, yeah, I like Gunna a lot. Yeah, and then my other playlist, just kind of like, it's kind of like a mood playlist, I guess. Like Bryson Tiller, SZA, Khalid, you know, just all these songs. It's kind of, it's just a mood. It's kind of just how I'm feeling in the week and how the week's going for me, and then I'll kind of know what music I want to listen to before the game. Yeah. And then also kind of like depending on the factor of the game too. Like, if it's like a big game and I need to have a big game and like play it like a hard game on defense or something like that, then like probably listen to a little more rap music. If I need to have like a offensive fire game, I might listen to more like the calm music so I can just be, you know, not in my head, but like just my brain can be relaxed, my body can feel good, you know, and ready to move around in my routes, and then defense obviously so I can just come in and hit.
I like his play style because he's very aggressive but confident at the same time. He's aggressive but very controlled, you know? It's like controlled aggression. It's like, so that's why Justin throws the ball up to him and has so much confidence to throw it to him, because he knows that when he throws the ball to him, majority of the time he's going to come down with it. We always know the ball's in the air and it's going to J Phone's side, he's coming down with it.
Yeah.
That's just simple as that. So
I'd say for the most part 50-50 balls are going to be mine. Not really 50-50, more like 75-25 or something like that. Like I feel when I see the ball in the air, I got to go get it. and then just make a play. And I always want Justin to also be doing well, so I kind of got to make a play for him sometimes too. But yeah.
I think Jeremiah Fung blazes his own trail, and a lot of people are gonna follow that trail because of it. You know, kind of like Jack Johnson, he was the first African American champion of the world, and because of the footsteps and the trail and the legacy that he left, it also encouraged Muhammad Ali and Joe Louis and all of the other great fighters, you know, for generations to come. So I just think, you know, that Jeremiah Fung being an Asian American, that many other Asian Americans, you know, they don't really have the opportunity that he has, they'll look at that and they'll be encouraged. So, you know, I think it's awesome, man.
Roman is very well spoken. He got the wisdom, man of God. You know, that's what this. All right, that's Roman. Roman's our pregame prayer guy.
I can tell.
Just gets us right. He speaks super well. He doesn't always like to admit it, but I think Roman speaks really well for us. And he also gets everyone motivated with his pregame stuff, and me personally, I like it a lot. It gets me even more locked in. The Olympians from Palo Alto High School. I talked about the Schultz brothers earlier this morning, and then Lily Zhang. I think my dad actually taught her in PE, but we got the football one right here. The middle one is the state team from 2010. That was Devontae's team. I was on the 2 outside teams and played in both those games. You know, we won CCS both times. And then the middle one's the state, obviously. And then, actually, I think my dad's on here. If you can get it, he's the top left one. That top left, it's so hard to see, but the top left one is my dad. And you know, we got the basketball. Basketball got 2 cases because they won so much. Jeremy Lin and Coach Diepenbrock. This is track. My dad had a lot of big time teams. The tallest one, EJ, actually used to play basketball at Kentucky when Cat was there, and I think it was Devin Booker and all those dudes. He was on that team. You know, my dad was a big time track coach as well. He won to a lot of CCS championships, state championships, the NorCal ones, all of them. So that's the track one. And then we got baseball. Justin plays baseball, and Joe Kessler plays baseball as well. We've had a lot of guys go to some big places. Charlie Bates is actually an Asian American athlete, and he's at Stanford. Charlie Bates, yeah, he went here. He graduated last year, but he's at Stanford right now, and he's playing baseball. Yeah, this is the trophy wall. And then you got Jeremy Lin in the mural over there. Yeah. See, she's been taping my ankles for the last 6 years.
How does that happen?
In middle school. When I was in middle school, I still came here and got taped by her because it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Miss Missy's awesome. Always has a smile on her face, always wanting to do everything for us. And it's just her too. This is James. James and me went to school since kindergarten.
Yeah.
Coach Fung got time to turn it around. Oh, get that. My first start ever on varsity was sophomore year CCS championship against Monterey, and then we ended up winning. Yeah. Yep, ankles taped. Now we're good to go. We're ready. My feet, everything's good now. This is Coach Ray.
Hi, half a star. How you doing?
What's going
on? You good?
Yep. So undershirt I tuck so I don't get any turf burn on that, and then this one is to have hanging out, and then this one is I don't even know. I just wear it honestly. And the shiesty, the shiesty just because I'm super locked in. Super locked in.
Store. Make post that one. To the left, to the left. Oh. Dude, now my name. Call to the game starts at 7 p.m. Hope to see you there. Go.
I've never really like thought of like ever playing with my brother because of like the 2-year age gap, but it's been like pretty much it's been a blessing playing with him, and just like the chemistry built just as being brothers, and just like the connection we have and like trusting each other, and knowing where they're going to be on the field and just trusting them to do their job. Yeah, it's been pretty cool though.
Family on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
4, 5, 6.
Family. Let's go. Ball bang. Helmet. Here we go. Drive. Here we go. Good. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Open. Down.
To security or district personnel. For safety reasons, we ask.
Heads is the call. Heads it is. What would you like to do?
Defer. Number 55, Ryan.
Wilcox has won the toss. They have elected to defer. You want the ball, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Alright, that's all number 20. Brady! Pass! Boom! Come on, boys!
I just like it too.
That wasn't really a drop. You got Lincoln, and you had to.
Well, I caught it. You had to try to look wide. I caught it low. I should have went up and got it. I let it get too low.
We are in a battle. This is what it's like. This is it. This is it. You guys have arrived in taking this program to where it needs to be, which is the top level. This is a good team. This is what it's like, though. It's for, you're not just going to blow teams out all the time. It's 4 yards. It's get first downs. What we do need to do is make more plays. We do need to make more plays. We can't have drops. We can't have penalties at the wrong time. Can we clean that up?
Let's
go.
Can
we clean that up?
Yes,
Let's
go.
win this game.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Come on, Kenny, get that. Nice job, Bray.
Fight some heat, family assist, 1, 2, 3,
Fight!
4, 5, 6.
Family!
Can you give us your overall thoughts on the game?
We started out quick and strong, played them hard, and then kind of, I don't know what happened. Something snapped in us that kind of just, defense started lagging off, and then offense started just like we weren't being as explosive as we normally are. But you know, we got next week. In the MMA game, I landed on my shoulder and separated my AC joint. The doctor said it was grade 3, so it's kind of like not the worst, but not the best. And he said I didn't need any surgery, which is good. But he told me like 6 to 8 weeks. So that was a big time bummer because I thought my season was done. It's a bummer that I can't play anymore. But I still need to go out and support my team, especially Justin and all the other new receivers that had to step into my spot. But at the same time, I think kind of opened my eyes and like, you really can't take this sport for granted because, you know, just like that, I was out. Yeah, now it's playoffs. Last Friday we had a big dub against Half Moon Bay, you know. After the game, the doctor, he's like, yeah, let me check your shoulder out. I'm like, all right. Talked to him for a bit and he's like, yeah, you look ready to go. I'm like, all right, sounds good. So I'm only going to be playing offense and, you know, just go out there, show up for Justin, dog the DBs, and, you know, go score some touchdowns and win the game. But yeah. Gotcha. To be honest, I was on the bench right when it happened, right in front of it. Our trainer was like, oh, he's done. And then he was like, he said something like, give me some pills or something. Because he wanted to go back in the game. Like, it didn't really hit until like a couple nights after, to be honest. Like, I did not like think of it until I was like talking with my mom. And then I was like, oh, damn, like, that might have been the last game I've ever played with my brother. But I'm really happy he's going to be back for this game, so that's good.
So I said it's going to get all these little bread and butter, all these little muscles in your ankles you haven't used in a minute. It's like an old American muscle car. You're getting started up again, all rusty. He's going to rush it.
It bugs me to sit on the sideline and watch some things happen that I know I can make a play on and score with. Yeah. So I was itching to get back out there. He knows it. Yeah. My head coach knows it. He knows it. Once I entered like 8th grade freshman year, I was like, yeah, I want to play college football, and I want to. A lot of guys were going D1 at the time from Paly. I just wanted to get college paid for and not have to worry about that like money part and the tuition. That's my main goal in trying to go to college, is not having to pay for college and getting a free education while playing the sport that I like.
He's gonna snap. He's gonna come through. He's gonna step. Give him a ball here. He's gonna drop it. He's gonna come here. Step, and then give him a ball here.
When I was younger, I never really saw many Asian guys. We had an Asian running back. He was at Carrollton for a little bit, and he was nice. That was like kind of like one of the only Asian dudes I ever saw at Paly play football and like dominate. But yeah, I've always had like some doubts in my head just because I never really seen Asian athletes like that really look like me come out and play football. And when I started hearing about more and more playing, obviously Cameron Bynum, Kyle Hamilton, Taylor Rapp, all those safeties playing the game, it kind of boosted my, I guess, like confidence a little bit, just knowing that like there's Asian guys in the league doing it and doing it well and dominating.
Threat vertical the whole way. Come back. All right, let's go.
Initial interest started sophomore year at San Jose State. Nothing really happened until the end of my junior year. Yeah, and then Navy stopped by during that like kind of springtime recruiting season for all the colleges. Talked to Coach Lewis, great guy, and then called me I think 2 weeks later. And he's like, "Yeah, you got an offer to the academy." I'm like, "Oh shoot!" And it was like 8:30 in the morning. I was working out. I'm like, "Damn!" Like, because I went in the other room and I walk in, I'm just like silent, and Joe Kessler, our linebacker, he was like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Nothing." I'm thinking about it. I'm like, "Nah, I gotta tell him," because I was trying to like, I wanted to tell my parents first, so I called my mom and my dad, and then after that, I walked over to Joe. I'm like, "Yeah, I just got my first offer." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, that's big time." And we started like, then I'm like, "All right, let's throw 225 on the bar and start cranking out." I cannot do it at all, but I was on a high that whole day. Down, that bump goes away on my shoulder, and nothing hurts. While I let go, only like a little bit hurt. It's so weird. He backed me up, and he's kind of tall and plays basketball, so we were like, all right, he got this. Go out here, run a go route, go up and get it. And he's like, I got held, and then Justin threw a bucket, and then he got held. He's like, I got held, but hit him right in the hands. I'm like, oh, Casey, come on, bro. Yeah, catch that one. Wow, that's one of the moments where I'm like out there on the sideline. I'm like,
that's a touchdown.
I know I'm out there going to get that. There we go. Me and Justin went to Dartmouth and on a visit, and they've been reaching out a lot. I just gotta finish my ACT.
Yeah.
I gotta take that one. San Ho a little bit with the new staff because my uncle knows them, and just connections through there, and gone on a couple visits over there. I wish Stanford. That would be sick. But I think their academics are a little out of my reach right now. Cal Poly, Davis, those two other schools, Utah Tech, that one. Navy, they didn't make it hard for me, and NAU, but they both offered me to play wide receiver and free safety. So it's kind of, that's like a huge blessing within itself and a big opportunity to know that the schools that have offers to me, they have spots for me on both sides of the ball, which is a crazy opportunity for me. The Ole Miss DN, yeah, he got a sack, and he did a dice roll, picked it up, and pocketed the cast on the table too. I like that one a lot. Might have to do that if I get a clean touchdown, we'll see. And most of the time, I still feel like when I celebrate, my brain goes to another place. So I try to like stay in a zone. Some of my touchdowns were pick sixes, and I was just too tired to even celebrate. That's like, I would say that's the thing that's been instilled in me the most, is just the work and the work ethic and wanting to do it. And even waking up in the morning, you're probably not going to want to do it. Most people aren't doing it, but you still get up and go and doing it, and just stay working hard, I guess. Shout out to Amazing HQ. Thank you for coming out to film a day in the life of Jeremiah Fung. Peace.